All right, guys. Definitely an spur of the moment stream we've got going here. Definitely an little Monday unprompted stream. Just want to do a little bit of prepping and stuff this evening. Dropping in the moment, Miss Scott, I will put the. Oh, got you. Yeah, so we are just gonna get into there. Sorry, got a bot in chat already. Not surprising. So let's just let's get after this evening. I guess, as always, if you guys are watching after the fact on YouTube, thank you guys. Make sure you leave comments and stuff, whatever you think about the stream. But we are just going to do some prepping this evening and just have some fun and kind of poke around. See if we can get logged in. So, plan for this evening, I think, is just going to be to kind of bob around, and I think we're just going to collect some weapons. We shouldn't lose any of the weapons that we collect, or at least I didn't last time, so hopefully that is going to be the case this time. A lot of the weapons that I collected on the Ironclad and stuff, it actually stayed in my inventory through the patches, so hopefully I'm not wasting some time, but we're going to see. I was hoping to grab some some ballistics and stuff, maybe some deadbolts, whatever other kind of weapons that we can grab, maybe some stuff we can just scrap or whatnot, but regardless, this is what we have. And then towards the end, if I have time, we may just go ahead and the stuff that we did last night from salvaging, we may add to our list of things to do. Probably just put it in a ship and sell it. So I think the best ship to kind of start out with, just to kind of figure this out, I think we're just going to use the Asgard. Okay, let's get the options. Graphic. What am I doing? Let's change this to yes. Back. Go options. New. Okay, that'll take care of that. Okay, let's pull up the missions. Vanguard Sentinel. 400 eye is a good one. Nothing really that I see with deadbolts. Where's this at? Arc L4. I guess we could jump to Arc L4 and kind of snag this one, I think. Let's grab this at. Be great if we could just stop. All right, little skip and a jump. Hey, Unbe, what's going on, man? Not much, just gonna bob around a little bit. Just an unprompted stream today. Just figured I'd probably do. I think we're just gonna go bob around and do some like weapon stripping. We're gonna strip some weapons off some of the ships. Just throw it in the back of the Asgard, and that's it, man. Just chilling. Work was kinda okay for once today, so I wasn't like super exhausted when I got home. So how's everything with you, man? How? What have you guys been up to? I know y'all haven't been in Star Citizen, but I think I saw y'all playing some more Battlefield and some Arc Raiders and stuff. Even the drive in the Asgard doesn't seem to be too bad. Looks like the size 4 cannon's got a super buff. The last update that we had nerfed them again. From my understanding, the only cannons that got a buff were the C, whatever it is, the C788s or whatever. They got a buff. They got a pretty big buff. Sweet. Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders. Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought I saw y'all. I still like Battlefield 6. We've been playing like Ducky and I have started playing a little bit of the Gray Zone Warfare. And it's been pretty fun. It's like it's not the how do I explain it? It's not the same as like Tarkov. Like you can like once you're in, like you're in the server, like you start at the like base camp, like you never have to like log out or switch servers. There's like no loading screens, which is really cool. Not only that, but it actually feels pretty good. So I've been messing around a little bit with that. But I've also played some Battlefield too, so either way. We are just gonna yank these off. I'll organize once I get it back in there. Size 2 sucker punch cannons. I believe I can put that on something or another. These are the only ones I'm going to take. I don't really care about the rest of them. Let's put these over here. Let's spin it around. Oh my gosh. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? All right. Nope. Yeah, you can't change any of that stuff anymore. And then the hit marker sounds and stuff, everybody's not liking that, it seems. I'm like, if they want to keep them, I think that's cool. I think they should just give us an option to like turn them on and off, right? Nomad, Star Runner. I'm looking for more along the lines of stuff that have like ballistic cannons. Like none of these really have ballistic cannons. The 325A, what does that have? Let's go see what that has. Where's this at? That's our arc. What is that? Arc L3? Where am I at? Arc L4? 350R. Let's go see what the R has. Because I'm already at Arc L4. Hey, Sable. Which ship are you flying right now? We are flying the lovely Asgard. It's got a little wear on it because I've been using it and haven't had to claim it, which is nice. But yep, using the Asgard. Unbe, you're gonna might melt your Harbinger. Man, they're just, it's gonna take too long for them to update the older ships. That's my only thing, right? I feel like the backlog of what they have to do. Is there a contract for the ship? No, not with salvage. Not right now. There is not. Oh, absolutely. I absolutely love, like, so the Asgard is like one of the best daily drivers there are. It really is. With the storage space that you have and stuff like that and what you can fit in it. I mean, good God, you can fit a tank in the back of it, which is like super nice. So we're going to pull up right about here. All right, we're good. I've always, I mean, that's one of my screensavers that I go to. The Harbinger's a great ship. It's just so outdated now. Like, if they could do something where they buff those nose guns, which is what I thought they would do, but they just haven't touched it. I don't know why. Oh, you want those for your Super Hornet? Oh, that would be super nice. I actually picked up a Super Hornet Mark II. What do we got here? What do we've got? We've got a repeater, so not really what I was looking for, but that's okay. That is all right. Ah! Okay, let's put that there. Sometimes doing these 300 fee missions are a lot easier just for the fact that it's so cheap to do and you can pull these weapons off, and these weapons are, because that's a size 3 M5A cannon. Oops. Let's get this It's only gonna let me put it right there? Really? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna go jump to... You haven't touched this game in like 5 or 6 years? Woo! Well, with the current patch, you're not missing all that much right now. I played around in 4.9 and I just can't say, like, sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not. I don't know how it's really going to be when it's released. I mean, we're going to find out what, in 2 days? Well, that was easy. That was a quick burst. So after the recent update, did the inventory and other bugs get fixed or not? Some stuff did get fixed. But a lot of your, like, big major bugs that are game breaking, like inventory and stuff, like the freight elevator stuff, as far as I know, it's like 50-50. Some of it got fixed and some of it didn't, so let's see here. Let's go to salvage. Like, I don't, like, I could take this and pull a bunch of guns off, but I really wanted, like last night I was getting, like, all the ballistics, and now I'm not getting any of the ballistic stuff. Retaliator is not going to give me this. Doesn't this have ballistics? You know what? Let's jump to this one. I can refuel if I need to. Let's see if we can jump. See if we can jump to this thing. It's a bit better now. Before it was a total, yeah. I mean, 4.8.3 has been a disaster, mostly because of desync. Like, when desync happens, like, desync affects everything in the game, right? Everything from, like, your ship coming up correctly and all that kind of stuff, and it's been really bad for this patch. 4.9 seems to be a little bit better, but there's still a lot of desync going on in 4.9 as well. I did a few of the combat missions the other day, and the ships are still just, like, jumping around everywhere. I assume since we haven't had a hotfix before then, that's probably what their goal is. I mean, it's a really big issue, so that's got to be, like, one of their top priorities is to squash some of that desync that's going on right now. Unbe, what'd you say? They also nerfed how much you can gift friends or players in the game. It's because of the stuff that's going on with people doing all those exploits. It was the only way to, like, limit some of that stuff, right? Like, instead of, it's a band-aid verse. But they did say somewhere in Spectrum or somebody posted something where it's only temporary. They're just kind of tweaking it every patch and figuring out the balance. So saw your YouTube got solid subscribers. Looks like, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, yeah. YouTube is my main platform. We're getting into Twitch now, just for this. Obviously Twitch is just streaming. So for streaming side, I figured we would add Twitch to it. The platform's pretty cool, especially with, like, chat and interactions and stuff like that. So, like, if I get to the point where I can do, like, the affiliate thing, then I'll be able to open up a whole bunch of stuff. Why is the YouTube logo not the same as your Twitch one? Maybe I didn't update the Twitch one. I'll have to look at Twitch. It should be close. It should be the two, like, gaming consoles on both sides with the ship. That's what it should be. Now you got me curious. I don't know. Maybe it's like it's the same on mine. Maybe I didn't update it or like make it public. I don't know. I'll check it. I'll definitely check it. They all should be similar. Like sometimes I switch it often, so like sometimes I don't update everything at the same time. But regardless, it should be some sort of the black and silver logos. If you're talking about just the circle emblem, that I have like 10 different versions of, and I swap them out all the time. Like Facebook one will be different than the YouTube, different than the Instagram, different than the TikTok. Like they're all different. I thought it'd be fun to have like something the same but like a little bit different in the logo. All right, what do we got? What does this ship have on it? Not that it matters. We're going to strip it off anyways. All right, let's see what we got. Let's just pull this up. Move it around a little bit. We should be good. We should be good about there. Because I just unlocked them. I literally just unlocked them. The new emote things? Yep, definitely just unlocked them. So I work full time. So I literally just got, when I say it, I literally got home from working 10 hours. So I work 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I work 50 hours, but I also drive an hour one way to and from work. So like when I get home, I have like 3 hours before I have to basically eat, go to bed, and do it all over again. So this is kind of my hobby now, and the only time I really have time to like sit down and actually work on it is days either I don't stream or on the weekends usually. I've actually got for the channel point, where'd that go? Well, I think I just lost that gun. Oh, nope, there it is. So for the channel points, I like have that logo like out for the channel points. I just haven't been able to, like, you've got to do like three different sizes for Twitch. So you have to go in and like modify it 3 times and resize it and all kind of stuff, and it just takes time. Oh, come on. Can't I put it somewhere? Don't be like that. Okay. Well, we're going to leave that over here then. Like, I have no idea what's up with this game. Yeah, work. Dude, the time I put into this just to be able to do it is a lot. Like I said, YouTube is my main thing, so like my priority is like videos, but my main streaming day is Sunday. So usually a video goes out Sunday and then I stream in the afternoon on Sunday. That's kind of what I've been trying to keep steady here, but if anything changes during the week, it like, you know, it kills me, but I've been doing pretty good, and it's been a lot of fun doing this, so like I'm gonna keep it up for as long as I can. It's a good time. But as far as the getting the channel, all the little quirks on the channel, I'll be working on that stuff. I need to get some of it done. Okay, I think I got all that off. So I did get the ballistic repeaters, which aren't really any good anymore, but I just thought I wanted a few like ballistic things to put on some of the ships. Yeah, so my goal, and I just say truthfully as a goal, is next year I'm gonna try to look for some sort of like remote work and just see what's out there, if my job will allow, like my type of work allows. So I'm gonna try to make some changes, but I've got a good job, so I'm not gonna complain about it. I have it pretty good considering. At least, I mean, it allows me to do this and have some fun, so. Let's check the next contracts. Let's go to salvage. What did I get? Did anything else open up? See, I'm just getting the same ships right now that are opening up. So, I still got quite a bit of room on this ship. I'm thinking... Is anything... Wait, I'm at Arc L3, right? So this is Arc L1. And this is at Arc L1. Let's just take... Let's take these at Arc L1. Salvage. Arc L1. Okay, let's take these at Arc L1, and then we'll go... Because Arc L1's where I'm going to need to be anyways to drop these off. So we'll grab these and then drop those off at Arc L1 to make another run. Auto mod stopped the message. I don't think I have any mods that are up. What did it say? I shouldn't have anything that stops anything. I have it completely unlocked. I've disabled all the caps and all that kind of stuff. It's all disabled now. Even the duplicate emote thing has been disabled. But no, I did not see any chats pop up. Oh, hang on. Hey, Sid. Thanks for the alert, man. Seriously, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Sable, I'll take a look. For sure. Long little jump in the Asgard. Man, last night I was getting all the ships that were giving me the ballistic weapons. Like, I was getting, like, the Harbingers. And now, I haven't gotten any so far. I guess that's the way it works. When you want them, they don't pop. And Sable, I got your your message. Yeah, no problem. Sounds good. Now you can only give another player 9. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's capped at that right now. You're right. 100% capped at that. But I mean, isn't that enough? I mean, wait. I thought it was nine. I thought it was like 100 million. I thought it was 100 million, not 1 million. Yeah, anything where you're trying to do, say, like, anything that reads like that, Sable, where, like, I get a lot of spam and I don't have, like, a real person mod that's on the whole time I'm streaming. So, like, there's certain phrases where if you're trying to do business or sell stuff or whatever, I get those bots all the time. So, like, I have some of that stuff that I have to have blocked. Otherwise, the entire chat would be those bot messages. Like, until I get somebody who can, like, truly be on when I'm modding, you know, to mod or whatever, like 24/7 or whatever when I'm actually on. Problem is like I don't have a set schedule, so it's really hard to have anybody do that. So I have to have some parameter set. All right. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, no, it's fine. You're good, man. It's fine. If I was worried about it, I wouldn't have, like, I had to manually hit allow on it. If I was worried about it, I wouldn't have hit allow. Okay, let's get these guns off. I think this entire ship is size 3s, isn't it? That's fine. Man, I guess I should have parked better. I wonder if I can reach them from here. I think they're all on top anyways. I should be able to reach them all from here, right? It doesn't matter, man. You're gonna have to do it from Discord though. You're gonna have to go to the Discord if you want to show me anything. And just shoot me a chat. That's fine. Just do exclamation point Discord and it should pop up the link to the Discord. I hope I didn't disable all that stuff. Because I was messing with that the other night. And I bet I disabled it. When I was modifying it. I'll give you the Discord in a minute. I think I disabled that on the chat thing. I was modifying a whole bunch of stuff last night on it. Okay. Don't go too far. There we go. I think there's a center one. There's one on this side. I'll say this, the locations of what they have on the, like, inside the ship to get, like, the components. Dude, what a pain in the rear. Like, how they thought some of it was okay, like, I don't understand why they're not testing, like, getting the components in and out and, like, making adjustments to it. Like, half those components in that ship, like, it takes, like, the act of God to kind of get them out of that ship. It's such a pain. I think I have to go underneath. Unbe, if you're still there, did you figure out if the cap was 1 million or is it 100 million? I thought it was 100 million. I thought it was 909, like... I'll fix that when I get down there. Maybe you're right. Maybe they lowered it to 1 million. To 1 million 1 million seems low. It's got to be more than 1 million. Maybe it's 999 million? You're here. All right, let me... Oh my god. Did that gun just disappear? It did not just glitch through the ship, did it? No. I'm about to say, it better not have. Oh, man. Well, that's not going to work very well. I didn't realize they made it so low. They've got to fix that. They've got to fix that. There's no way that that's enough. That's going to change before 4.9 comes out for sure. I mean, it's gotta. I mean, you can't even send anybody enough money to, like, buy a ship, right? That's crazy. Okay, one more weapon here. Oh, come on. Okay, let's put that over there. Let's put this up here a little bit. Okay, that's it for that ship. How are people on eBay gonna make any cash selling all? Well, hey, that may be what they're doing. Maybe they're stopping all the third-party stuff. You know, with what happened with the impound and stuff like that. Maybe that's something, you know? I don't know. That could be why. Or at least part of the reason why. Well, that old girl can take a beating. Well, we finished it. We finished it. Alright, let's grab this last mission, because it's right here at the same exact location. We have one more right here at Arc L1. Right there. And it should be a small one. I do not have a Javelin. The biggest ship I own is a Perseus. Or an Ironclad. I mean, I have a Perseus and an Ironclad. Those are the biggest ships I own. Okay. Sleepwalker. Oh, you're right. Transfer fee. I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about the transfer fee. That is very true. So even less now, Unbi. There you go. Ooh, there's a size 4 M6A. We can... Where are we going to put that? Looks great. Let's move the ship. Here. A shredder. Never touched a Perseus, but the Idris P I did. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I would probably melt a bunch of stuff in my inventory if I could do an Idris, but I'm not gonna play F5 War to get one, so I'll probably just never get one. I would consider an Idris. Would love to have one actually, but I mean, nothing to cry over. Nothing to cry over. Oh, good. Medic got an Asgard. Good deal. I actually don't even have that much money if we're being, like, super serious. I mean, I've only got... I'm close to 10 million. I've got about a million, a little bit more than a million here at Arc L1 sitting in the... I just need to, like, sell it. Bam. Alright. So, luckily, we are right where I need to be. So we can go take this off the ship real fast. Yeah, Idris is like a... I don't know. Like, Idris is like a dream ship. Idris would be cool. The Discord is the same as my screen. It's the same for everything. It's Mr. Silver 2000. It's the same. All right. Where is the... Don't hit the station. I mean, that's Sleepwalker. That's like 3 completely different ships. So I have a paladin. So I mean, that's a hard choice. I believe that my because I have the Perseus, I believe my paladin is going to end up becoming a galaxy. But here is my 2 cents on the galaxy. Is we don't know how the refining's gonna work. We don't know how the ship refinery is gonna work, and I couldn't make the galaxy choice. I think the galaxy's gonna be freaking sweet. I think it's gonna be a cool looking ship and the hangar in the back and everything. But until I understand how they're gonna do the refinery and mess it up, like I need to see what's going on with that first. Before I commit to it, because the galaxy I would literally want to use for the refinery, but like I'm so confused on the refinery stuff now. Like, if they make refining where it's like a short-term thing, then cool. But if it's a long-term thing like it is now, where it takes like 10 plus hours, like I don't understand how they're gonna make that work. Like, how are they gonna make a ship where you're out in space and you bring your ship to it and you're refining and it's got like 8 hours to go? Like, how do you get back to that ship? How do they get it where you can log back in and collect the stuff that you refined, because you don't always end back up into the same server and stuff like that. So, and if you don't, then you just lose that ship. So I have no idea. It depends on the refinery stuff for me. Dude, the Asgard, like if I was forced to go down to like one like do it all ship, there's 2 ships that I would like consider. Okay, so I would consider this Asgard because of the massive amount of space. Another ship I would consider is the Moth. And that one sounds really weird with the Moth, but the Moth can be used as a cargo ship. You can do ground mining with the Geo because the Geo fits in the back of it. You can use it for weapons because the weapons can stick to the side of it and the cargo grid. So you can do like kind of like, you know, scrapping and stuff like that. And then you can also do the salvage loop. So like it opens up 3 different loops with that ship that you can do on a much larger scale. So like the Moth is kind of a crazy oddball choice. Doc, you play this game like every 2 years. How am I going to use your galaxy refinery? Have you even logged in this year, Doc? All right. Let's get some of these big boys in. Unbe, what'd you say your paladin might get nerfed unless they buff the armor? Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm gonna part with the paladin because of the changes they made to the armor. Oh, you logged in like 2 months ago? Hang on, what is this? Size 4. Man, that's a big size 4. What's a shredder? Okay. I don't know. The Asgard right now is on the top of my list for favorite ships though. It's just so usable, like for all kind of stuff. The only thing I don't like about the Asgard now is you're stuck to the size 3 guns and the 2 size 4s in the front. So if you're by yourself, you only have access to the size 3, which aren't penetrating a lot of ships now. So that's the only problem with the Asgard at the moment. But, I mean, reality is you're not going to be doing too much combat in the Asgard. Mammoth? It's the Moth. The Moth is the salvage equivalent to the Mole. Man, these guns really add up. I didn't realize I stripped so many off so fast. This was pretty quick. This is the way. Yeah, it's great, but the size what 3 what? Yeah, absolutely. The size 3 weapons are. And the crappy thing is so many ships have size 3 weapons. Look at the F8C. I mean, what are they gonna do with the F8C? The F8C is supposed to be this like super powerful combat ship, but like, you know, it should be able to take on some heavier stuff, but I mean, reality, not right now. Wait, can I put this sideways anywhere? No? Okay, so this one's not gonna go on right now. One thing I learned the hard way is if the guns aren't snapped to this freight elevator, the elevator does not like the guns. Does not like them being away. Yep. Yeah, what's the point of really what's the point of size 1 and size 2 weapons, you know? And even if you do use size 2s, like I mean, you basically have to have like you basically have to use cannons. I'm an idiot. I need to pull this back up. I don't know. Maybe that. Hey, I'm not gonna say much. Maybe they know what they're doing. I don't know. Who am I to say? I mean, everything seems like it's like 0 to hero. It's like the changes are like so big. Like, why don't we make more incremental changes, like small things? It's kind of like all or nothing. Like, why did we have to nerf the ballistics so bad? Why can't we just tweak them until they're like balanced with the, you know? Or up the lasers until they're a little bit more balanced with the ballistics. Just like a little bit here, a little bit there until it's kind of all just working out. I never understood the such night and day changes they make. Oh my god, what was it? Was it 4.8? I think it was 4.8, right? 4.8, I think, is the patch where the shredders were, like, so good. Man, I miss these shredders being so good. Man, that was... God, it was so much fun. Oh, dude, they're 100... I mean, yeah, they're 100% gonna change it. I mean, they don't have a choice. Unless they're gonna stick to metas. But from what I understand, CIG doesn't like... They don't want, like, a meta. That they want there to be a reason for it. Like, I know it sounds stupid and maybe counterintuitive to Star Citizen, but why don't they just do, like, what the same things, like, other space games and sci-fi games do? You have to have the lasers to take down the shields, and the ballistics do no damage until the shields are down, right? Like, shields have 100% effect against... That way you have all these mixed loadouts. Like, I know it's not real Star Citizen-y, but You know, it seems to that seems to be a good recipe for success because it's worked for so many other games. 4.7 ports, yeah. I thought it was like the first 4.8 patch. I could be wrong with that. It could have been a lot longer than that. Like all the stuff this year is like starting to run together. That's fine, man. I'm not gonna get to it till I'm done streaming. So I mean, you're gonna have to hang on till like complete stream's over, and then I can get with you and take a look and stuff. Until then, I'm not gonna stop a stream for it. You know what I mean? Okay, so those are, I think I got them all off. All right, those are all off. Let's send those down. That's actually a pretty decent run. That's actually some good money if I was actually to dismantle all those. I mean, I'm definitely going to dismantle the repeaters because those are junk. The shredders and stuff, I think I might hang on to for 4.9 just in case they change something last minute or whatnot. I don't know. I don't think too much is going to change for 4.9, but just in case. So I really want to see if I can find, like, I'm hoping there's some missions going on that have like the ballistics maybe. Also, the rep, I've been kind of like working on some of the rep too. So Adagio, dude, it's going so slow. Like none of the missions give enough rep to, so it's like super slow. Like it would take probably, like, I don't even think I'll get through this in 4.9. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have them right now. I don't like the money wise. I'm just like, I don't need really any other ships, so I've got plenty of ships to do any game loops that I want to do. Four laser repeaters and four ballistics on it. Unbe, are you? Oh, the F8. The F8 has 3 repeaters and 4 ballistics. Yeah, but they're size 3s, right? They're all size 3s on the F8, or 3s and 2s. I don't think it has any size 4s on it, right? I thought it just had more of the smaller. All right, so we've already done 5 missions. Let's see what we have in here. So we still have that M2. The raft is definitely not going to help us. I mean, I guess I can take this M2 and we can strip the guns off of that till we see what comes up. I can show you guys a little trick to the M2 while we're here. What the? Yeah, they did. They did end up wiping that. Okay. Let's fire this baby up. One thing about the Asgard is the wear on the outside of the ship is like super extreme. Like you can make like you can fly it for like an hour and it'll end up looking like this. So the wear on the Asgard paints are pretty extreme. Oh, so the M2 is actually not that far away. Very nice. I will take it. Let's go. You were almost senior security. Ouch. That's why you don't grind rep. It will be wiped again. I don't think they're going to wipe for a while. I think the community as a whole was pretty upset with the wipe as a whole. I mean, that's kind of the way it felt anyways. So, I don't know. At least this quantum drive isn't too slow. The only rep that I really grind is the salvage rep, really. I mean, I'm veteran here. Kovalex, I got to member. I haven't even started hardly any of this. Headhunters, I did do headhunters. I'm like rank 4 on headhunters here. Did everybody finish Xenothreat? Did everybody get that done? This right here. Like, I got it done, but oh my god, was it a struggle. Oops. Alright. There she be. So, a fun tip on the M2. I'll show you guys a fun tip real fast here on the M2. You didn't start the Xenothreat? Come on. You don't want these rewards that are going to disappear at some point? Come on now. Uh-oh. I hit the M2. My bad. My bad, M2. I agree. I agree. Okay, so check this out, guys. So, like, when you have the so if you get the M2, the A2, or whatever you get, you know how the guns right here aren't out? So that you can still get them, just so you know. So if you come over here and you get just the tip of the gun, where you see how right here you can see the tip of the gun sticking out? Like, because they changed the gun and not the ship. You see the little tip of the gun? You can still grab that. So if you aim right at the tip of that gun, you can pull the M7As, which is the size 5s. You can pull them right out of the ship and get them. So, quick tip if you didn't know that already. So we'll just come right over here. And then you can aim for the tip and pull it out. Okay, so we got the 5 side. Like, one thing about the grids, like the weapons on the grids, I'm thinking I need to test this. I really need to test this in 4.9. Yeah, just the tip. So like, I hope they change the cargo grid with the boxes. You know how the weapons and the missiles and stuff are going to end up in some sort of, like, grid? I hope they change this so that you're able to, like, stack and stuff like that. I need to test that. That is actually, that is a really good idea. That might be a good video, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. A good test video to see about the weapons. That's a good one. Good 4.9 change. Okay, so this is the M2, not the A2, so we don't have all the other weapons. Dude, the A2 is such a beastly girl. It really is. Man, the number of weapons and stuff that are on that thing, oh my god. Alright, let's just, I'll deal with that in a minute. We'll deal with the grid in a minute. Let's grab this other gun. Lost Odyssey. What GPM what GPU? 5080. NVIDIA 5080. And the processor's a 9800 X3D with 64 gigs of RAM. Oh, that's some great physics. Well, that whatever, that works out. That'll work. Yeah, the A2 is a great ship. A great ship. You know, like, I was gonna do it this evening, but since I didn't have as long as I thought I was gonna have, I really love doing this in the Ironclad, because I like to, so I'll take the cargo out of the back as well. Here, let's see if I can stick another one of these on the grid. Oh, look, I can. How about that? That's awkward. Some size 4 rhinos that I can melt up and dismantle. Like, why can't I snap these to the grid better? Like, you know, you would think. Okay. So I guess these are just gonna have to be set down. Stay. 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 Like how, like, what's going on? Like, stop moving. Like, I need some straps to, like, strap it down. You know what's crazy? Before 4.8, the physics were, like, bad, but they weren't like this. Like, it would wiggle for a minute, and then they settle. But now they just continually jump around. Stop. I mean, this thing just wants to come out of the ship, right? The 9800 X3D was a, yeah. Great. They disappear in quantum travel too? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, so let's, we're good here. Here, just in case. I know there's something rare on here, but I might as well just go ahead and at least open the back and see. Since I'm out of the way now. See, if I was in the Ironclad, I would take all this. Because it's just easy to drop into the Ironclad, but... Look at that. That's a big boy box. See, normally I would take this. but I'm not going to mess with it. See, that's nitrogen. That'd be, like, that adds up over time. When you're taking everything, all that adds up over time and can make a pretty good profit off of it. Brian, you thought you saw me selling refined construction materials at ArcL1. How did I do that? So the game is bugged, right? So there's two ways to go about it. So once you refine it at ArcL1, it's a 50-50 whether it's going to work or not. You either call the material up in your hanger, like let it come all the way up to where you can actually see it, send it back down, and then go see if you can sell it at the station. And if you can't sell it at the station, the only way to sell it is to call it back up, put it in a ship, store the ship after you get the ship loaded up with it, and then you can sell it from the ship. I might actually do that here in a little while after I make like one more of these runs. I actually have some refined material that I can sell and I can show you. I have no problem because that was something that we were kind of testing anyways. Since I did a lot of the salvaging last night. What do I do when my ship respawn with no components even after a claim? Odyssey, Lost Odyssey, I've never had that happen. I've never had a ship spawn with no components. Did you take the components off? If you didn't, I would recommend, like, maybe try self-destructing the ship. If you try self-destructing the ship and then reclaiming after you self-destruct, that may fix it. It's definitely worth a try. The desync is so hilarious. Like, the laser skipping around everywhere is just, it's comical. Like, I'd never had that problem before, ever. It is better to put it on the elevator, but so in my case, at ArcL1, my inventory does not read freight elevator. Like, so anything you store, it doesn't show up in your, as something that you can sell. The only way it shows as something that you can sell is if you put it in a ship and then store the ship. That's literally the only way that I can sell CMAT at ArcL1. It sucks, but it is what it is. Well, actually, before I take another one, we could probably look for and take one of the bigger missions again, which is fine. I mean, there's an 890 jump, but I hate messing with that ship. It's so big. Here, let's cruise back to ArcL1. Let's drop this off. Since we're pretty close to ArcL1 still. Be easier just to jump to ArcL1. Bugs on top of bugs inside, dude. Oh my god. Walk around, work around. It's been pretty rough. It's been pretty rough this year, I'll be honest with you. It's like they took everything they did last year stability-wise and gameplay-wise, and then in one patch, they kind of undid everything that was stability-wise and all the little bugs and everything that could... It's like, because I don't think there's any gameplay that's not affected by the bugs now. Like, salvage used to be fine. I used to not have a problem with salvage at all. Like, salvage was the one thing I could always fall back to, and it would run perfectly fine. But now, It is definitely not like that anymore. I mean, combat, you have all the desync, and the AI don't move, and they just sit there. Um, Mining has all its mine. So mining, the big one in mining right now is like the ore in your ore bags apparently disappear. I've seen it happen. I don't mind, so I've never had it to happen to me, nor will I ever. I'll play around with mining like every once in a while just to kind of like poke around, but I'm never gonna do like mining as a loop. Not in the condition that it is. Like mining for me, like I can't stand the scanning on the mining. Like it is not fun gameplay for me at all. Like I'm not gonna go around and just scan and scan and scan. If it was something where you could go scan, but like if you ran like I think you should be able to crack everything. I think you should be able to take everything. I think mining should be where, hey, I'm in a prospector. I can take everything, but I can't take as much as you can in, say, like the mole, right? Like a prospector, you should be more worried about more like logistical stuff than just scanning and scanning and scanning. Like that's just not fun for me. And I know a lot of people that love mining and like a lot of people that love the scanning and the loot aspect of it and the RNG and like finding that rare stuff. Like I know like it's fun for some people, but for me, like maybe it's because of like my work and stuff and working a full-time job. Like I don't want to do that when I come home. Like I like salvaging because I get my ship and I take a mission and I can go do that mission. And maybe I can't crack every ship, but I can at least scrape every ship. So hey, Direwolf, weapons prep. What do I mean by weapons prep? I'm basically what I was going to do this evening was just grab as many weapons off of the salvage mission ships as I could, save them in the hangar for whatever meta might be coming around or whatever. Crimson, man, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciated. I always forget that the Asgard gets the medium hanger underneath. I gotta start paying attention to that. The scanning is faster. It's faster now, right? So now when you scan a cluster, like, you don't have to scan each individual rock, is what I think they changed it to. I was watching a video yesterday, I think. Yeah, no, like I get my urges to play No Man's Sky, and I do occasionally go back. Mostly when I just get tired of doing workarounds is when I'll play No Man's Sky. I play a lot of shooter stuff, even though like my channel and stuff is revolved around it. I've had a lot of people talk to me about, hey, you should add like the shooter stuff, like, you know, mix it all in, and it just comes down to like time. Like Star Citizen gives me plenty of stuff to talk about and stuff, so I've never really needed to do the other games, I guess, right now. I would freaking love to cover FPS stuff. Like I've been playing a game called The Gray Zone. Dude, it's awesome. I've like had so much fun with it. And there's like these other games, like, so Jess and I were just playing a I guess it's a game, but it's called it's like a interactive movie, basically, where you make the choices and it changes. Now why would that blow up? I didn't hit anything. Give me a break, Star Citizen. Arc Raiders has you hooked. I can't do Arc Raiders. I can't do it. I can't do it. I think the whole aspect of Arc Raiders is cool, but the PvP, see, it's not that it's like Arc Raiders is weird for me. It's not that Arc Raiders is bad or I like technically dislike it, but for me, like if I go to extract or something like that and I get killed by a PvP player camping at the extract, which is perfectly fine, it's part of the game. Like I'm done with people, right? From that moment on, like for the rest of the night, if it moves it's dying. I'm not going to ask questions or friendly. It's going to be, if I see it, it's going to die. I'm going to shoot it before it starts shooting me. Because in Arc Raiders, if you watch the battles that happen, like 9 times out of 10, whoever shoots first ends up winning that fight. Not every time. I'll say 80% of the time. And it just gets to the point where I end up just playing PvP and just shooting people versus like trying to do the missions and stuff. Uh Not to say Arc Raiders isn't a good game by any means. I think it's a good game. But yeah, what I was saying was Jess and I were playing this game called The Complex. And it's an interactive movie where like it's like you're watching a real movie, and then you have to make the choices. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? And man, we found a couple of them that were pretty cool. The Complex was a really neat one. I think it's from like 2020, and I got it on the sale. It was like $3 or something. Like, it may still be on sale. I don't know, but it's cool. There's like 9 different endings that you can try to unlock, and like just like relaxing stuff like that. I've been trying to do. Um, Played a lot of the Grounded game, like Grounded 2. Dude, that thing is like a lot of fun to play, especially multiplayer. That's a good times. Like, my list of games that I want to play is just exponentially has gotten bigger. Like, I want to play so much, and like I'm just so limited on my time. Can I not? Like, you see what I mean? Like, why is there not, like, why can I not snap that to the grid? Like, why is there not a grid right there that I can snap that to? I hope like that gets like that's fixed in 4.9. So Gray Zone is neat. I was talking about Gray Zone earlier, and like where it differs itself from like all the other games like Tarkov, where you go in and you have a loading screen and all that crap. Gray Zone doesn't have any of that. So when you join the server, you join like your FOB, and from there you call your chopper in, and there's no cutscenes, there's no loading screens. You're just in the map, and that map is gigantic. And there's just so much to do, and you don't have to log out. So you just go to like when you're out in the field, you go to these like, I guess they're like safe areas, and when you go to your safe area, if it's taken and there's no AI there or enemies, you get access to your inventory like you do in Tarkov, and you can move stuff around, and you get access to your vendors, and you can buy stuff, so you never have to leave the game. And it's so cool, and you can just play a whole session and then log out. Unbe, you think Arc Raiders is actually gonna do PvE? I'm curious. I mean, I think a lot of people would play it. I think it might bring a lot of people back to it in a PvE mode. Unbe looking for those blueprints in Arc Raiders. Those rare blueprints. Unless you got them all already. I know y'all been grinding at that, so you might have a lot of them. Okay. Okay. So I will show you guys what I'm talking about. For those of you who are here and you want to see, here is what I was talking about. So if we send this down, actually, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. It's in the all the construction materials I had was in the refinery. But I did do like a couple of loads in the refinery, and I can show you like what you're looking at, like kind of like money wise. How is the how are the cheaters in Arc Raiders? I heard it's pretty bad right now with the cheaters and stuff. I've seen a few videos of people like hardcore cheating in that game. From my understanding, and maybe it was just a rumor, but that may be why Peanut stopped playing Arc Raiders, because of the exploits and stuff. Same as Dune. Yeah, definitely Dune. I actually have Dune, believe it or not. Dune added PvE. I mean, I'm curious of that. I mean, that's pretty exciting. All right, guys. So this is what I did yesterday. I had 4 completed work orders for salvage, which is kind of crazy. Like, I didn't realize I got so much done at the same time. But here's all the construction. So there's 19, 38, 30, and 3. So that's quite the amount of... So what I'll do... So, like, the only way that I know to sell this is how I sell it. Because if I put this in my inventory, it does not read from my inventory. So even if I call it up and send it back down, like some people say, it doesn't read. So So what I've been having to do is put it on a ship. Well, let's not. Last time I went down there, I, like, damaged myself really bad, so let's not go that way. So I do have everything ready. And I don't feel like moving all this stuff by hand, so what I want to do is, if I can store the Asgard, I'm going to store the Asgard back. And then what I'll do is put it on the Asgard and then sell from the Asgard. I'm not sure if sending it straight to the ship. In the past, I've been having to move it from the elevator back to the ship, which is a lot of work. So we might be losing a lot of money right here to test this, but we're gonna find out. Because if it works, this will be saving a lot of time. So let's store the Asgard. Okay. Stored. Now let's go find out. Lots of moolah here. Back to refinery. And we'll just send it straight to the Asgard. Connecting. Begin. All right. Let's send this 38 yield. Let's send that to the... Let's just, for a test before we send it all to the ship. Let's do a decent test here. Let's send this to the Asgard. So, Asgard 38, we're gonna collect. Okay, so that one's good. So it did put it on the ship. So let's go see if we can sell it. Are you talking about this issue right here with the selling? The selling is fixed. It's the only thing that the selling in 4.9 I can sell now. I cannot. The empty boxes is not fixed. The biggest ship, I think it can do a Starfarer. The last I heard, I have not had an opportunity to salvage a Starfarer lately. It can do a Star Runner for sure. It can do a Connie. I think those are about the biggest ships it can do. Alright, so here's our Asgard, and then there's our material. So this is kind of like a decent way to do it, right? Note right now, especially in this patch, which is about to change in a couple of days, do not try to do max. If you try to do max, it totally bugs out. And look, 39 SCU for 5,000. If you try to do max, do not hit max. Sell this stuff 1 unit right here at a time. And that's one thing I need to find out in 4.9 if this is fixed as well, because this has been busted for a while. So if any of you guys have been using max, you've probably not been getting all your money. So there's 400k. There's another 52k. 26k. And then 1k. Okay, so I've got to basically wait 2 minutes. But that's fine. I can, with that 2 minutes, I can run back to the refinery and throw all the rest of this stuff on the ship. So it should be, I think it's over 1 million. We should be getting well over 1 million. I think it was like 1.2 million is what we were going to get out of this. By the way, thanks for everybody for the follows this evening. Subs on YouTube, follows on Twitch. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you guys so much. I tell everybody this all the time. It's like the best way to like, it's something so simple, but it's like the best way you can help like small streamers and creators and stuff like that. Sometimes it's not always about, you know, the money. And let's see here. Okay. Let's give it, let me wait like 1 minute. Let me top off on my drinks and stuff real fast. Even though I'm at 80%, let's just do a quick top off. When does 4.9 drop? Should be Wednesday. Should be Wednesday. Wednesday we should get figure out what the new ship is. The Basher, I think is what they're calling it. I don't know much about it. I know it's a gray ship and it's called the Basher. But that should be dropping Wednesday along with the patch. So apologies if that was like a spoiler for anybody and y'all don't like spoilers, but okay. So let's drop, okay, Asgard. Let's go ahead and collect. So 180, let's go ahead and collect that. Let's go Asgard. We'll collect that. And we'll go Asgard. And we will collect that. So all that material is now on the Asgard, which is wonderful. New monthly bundle tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know what... So, okay, so I've heard Mustang, like a Mustang and a Cutter variant. And then I've heard Buccaneer and Hornet. I've heard two different things on the Basher, so I have no idea. But if it is a Mustang variant, I'm kind of curious to see like how useful it's actually going to be. All right, let's get this sold then. Let's see here. Location, we've got our Asgard, 55, which is correct. Remember, don't do max. If you do max, it's only that, and that is not all the money. So we're going to do 16. So that's 200K. So that was almost like 600, 700K total. Another 300K. Another 52K. Another 78K. And then another 36. So that's pretty good. That was pretty, I mean, that's like, that was like 1.2 million or so. That's what I made just like literally munching ships last night. I did nothing else but get the CMAT, and that's with the Moth. I did it with the Moth. And I was not maxing the Moth out either last night, so. What do I do for work? Project controls, cost. For really large projects, industrial projects. You love your Shiv. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see a Hornet Buccaneer variant. I would love to see how they put those two ships together if that's what it ends up being. I mean, that's gotta be... I mean, that's a little crazy. Let's call...
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to...
By the way, thanks to everybody that's on Twitch this evening. Much appreciated. I know Twitch is a little bit of a new platform for me. I normally have stuck to YouTube for quite a long time, but was branching out. So thanks for everybody who has joined me on Twitch. It's been fun. I'm learning a lot. So bear with me as I'm dealing with setting the little quirks and stuff up of Twitch, which is kind of cool and fun. But I've got to learn a little bit as I go. So thank you guys. And always thank you, my YouTube crew. You guys are awesome. I love making the videos. So the videos will keep coming for as long as I can stay awake to do them. As long as time permits. But I do enjoy the videos. The videos are always set to go. Usually they go out Sunday mornings. Riz, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Okay, so we are going to have to repair this Asgard because I've apparently knocked a wing off on air. I don't know. Let's see how much damage. Let's see what we did to it. Landing. $600. How do I have 58 on the restock? I don't even have any ballistic weapons. And I didn't fire any missiles. Absolutely, man. Any questions you have, feel free to ask. If I can't answer them, we have like a ton of knowledgeable people in chat that can help as well. You're also welcome to join the Discord and answer and ask questions in there about Star Citizen. It can be a little overwhelming, and one thing to know about Star Citizen, if you're learning, is you may think it's you and you're not understanding something in Star Citizen when it's not you at all. It's just like what should be happening in the game is not happening because it's just broken or it's bugged. So it's good to kind of stay up to date with it and figure it all out. I didn't hit the chaff decoys either. I don't know what it took on the ammo. I don't think yeah, it's just lasers. I don't know what's going on that. All right. Let's make another run real fast. I think I got plenty of time to make another run. Let's make another run. Hey, NB. Thanks for the Twitch follow, man. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. All right, we got a Star Runner. We have another M2 that we could take. And I don't see any... Like, let's see. Do I have anything that's around Arc L1? Well, that's Arc L5. Arc L5. So this is Arc L1. Like, I can go get this. This is at Arc L1. Let's grab this. This is at Arc L1. This is like right where we're at. So this will be an easy one. Because there is no ballistics on any of those other ships anyways. Found you on Twitch. You should add the Twitch link in the TEY. YouTube? In the YouTube? Yeah, I mean, I can do that. Like, why is this not letting me... Oh. I was like, why is this not letting me jump? Normally it lets me jump. I mean, most of the time, like, I don't, like... So, I had a Twitch link, but, like, I don't want to steer the people who like YouTube, I don't want to steer the YouTube people away from Twitch if people prefer to watch on YouTube. Some people don't. I know some people like don't like Twitch at all. They'd rather just stay on. What am I doing? I'm not salvaging. I'm stripping weapons here. What am I doing? So the 400i has a decent little weapons run on it. Okay, so we'll stay there. I guess I can tie into everything. I think maybe eventually I'll set something to where, like, when I'm gonna go live to stream, like, it sends a message out to everything, maybe, or something like that, which has all the links in it, maybe. Like, I want to do a lot of stuff. I just haven't had the time to set everything up, man. I'm so limited. Like, I get limited on time, and I'd rather just stream. Alright, so we got some size 4s. I still think the guns on the front of the 400 should be size 5s. What do you guys think? I still think they should be size 5s. I think it should be 2 size 5s. And then the size 3s on the back are fine. I don't know. That's... I've always thought the 400 should have got a gun upgrade to the 2 size 5s on the front. It just seems like it fits the ship more. Definitely would make it a lot more, like, usable. Especially given its size. Okay. We'll get those. And we got size. A lot more Panther. Dude, we've got so many size 3 Panthers tonight. Man, they just use this. They use the Panthers on everything. I wish they would be like, there'd be more variety, right? Like, give us some more. Give us a different variety here. Ugh. It's not letting me pull it off. The Panthers are buff next patch, are they? I don't think any of the lasers got majorly buffed. Yeah, I don't think the lasers got buffed. And guys, we are just stripping weapons this evening. So if anybody's coming in and wondering why I'm not grabbing like components and stuff like that, we are just grabbing weapons this evening. I don't understand why there's a hole there. Like, why can't I? It's so weird that it doesn't let you, like, it leaves the, like, all these gaps it leaves in the grid, you know what I mean? Like, just weird. Can you put you can't put those weapons inside a box. The cannon that got a buff was the C788 cannon. I think it's the size 4 cannon. That's the one that got the buff, the really big buff. But I imagine that's going to get nerfed before it goes live. I don't think they're going to leave that high. Because if they leave that cannon that high, then everybody's just going to have that cannon, and I don't think they need like that type of meta. The ballistics I'm going to keep, but all the Panthers I'm going to dismantle. You can actually make really good money dismantling these. Like, I think I did a one big run one night, and I think I made like 1.5 million on just scrapping the weapons. All right, let's see what other contracts we got. So, this is at Arc L5. Don't know where that's at. That's at Arc L5. That's at Arc L5. So we have... So I guess we'll take this. I guess we'll take that. And we'll take that. So that's 3 missions, all at Arc L5. So we'll take this. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna nerf that gun. I guarantee they're gonna nerf that before it goes live. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten another updated patch before Wednesday. I'm surprised they haven't sent something else out one more time just to check. Guns from the Hammerheads. Yep. All right. So Arc L5 was close, and I have 3 missions there, so that'll be a good run. If you had the Moth, can it munch the M2? No, it cannot. It cannot do the M2. M2 is way too big. Your truck's eating another $200 battery. I have to change the battery in my 66 Mustang. I have to change that like every 2 years because the car just sits for so long that the battery just goes like, even on a tender, the battery doesn't stay very well. And I'm not going to say I'm the best at putting it back on a battery tender either. I do leave it off for way longer than I should. Like, batteries for vehicles are weird when you're like live in a place where it's like gets hot and cold, like big differences in temperature changes. Like I know that batteries do not like that very much at all, especially like automotive batteries. I don't know about batteries like Teslas and stuff like that, but I know your regular standard batteries and like your gel batteries, they don't do that well. Shoot. A paid for car is the best kind of car on the planet. Dude, $200? If you don't have a payment on that thing, just buy a new battery. You should test it, Unbe. I wonder if it's leaking. I wonder if it's leaking anything, like leaking any type of like if it's bleeding power off of it or something. Okay, we are gonna. I don't even remember what mission we're doing first. Which ship is this? Is this the Star Runner? This is the Star Runner, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so there's guns on top, bottom, and front. So we'll face towards the back of it. And we'll just pull up like right here. Oop, not too close. Okay, we'll pull up about there and maybe angle a little bit. To each their own when you're parking your ship. Yeah, but with no car payment, you can learn to whistle. A no car payment is a great thing. Ooh, that is a bright old sun. Woo. Okay. So what do we got? Oh, who would have thought? Just lots and lots of panthers. Okay. Should we put these sideways maybe? Would that be the best way to do it? Yep, I guess we're gonna go sideways. Gotta yank them off. Alright, we're gonna drop these. So I do, I mean, 3 ships in one area is pretty good. That's getting pretty lucky. Because this has a, I mean, these things, like, dismantling these guns right now still pay pretty well. And from my understanding, nothing has really changed in 4.9 as far as dismantling. So you should still be able to make pretty good money. I'll have to work on some videos for this stuff, testing 4.9 stuff and seeing if the getting is still good with this type of stuff. Yep, it's got 2 front, 2 top, and 2 bottom. Yep. All right. Let's pull that baby off. Man, my mouse like when I had the last Windows update, it like blew my mouse keybind. So now I can't, like, my button that I have to, like, where I don't have to scroll, where I can just pull it to me, it got blown. So now I'm having to get carpal tunnel scrolling again. I've got to fix that. That's like, I gotta put that on my list with about a million other things to do. Wait, can I put this over here? Why? Why won't it let me? That's a beautiful sight right there, though. So wait a minute. Can I, like, what happens if I... So can I fit more if I turn them sideways? Stop, gun. So if I turn this sideways... More curiosity now. That does look pretty cool. Wait, did I get that other gun? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I got all of them. Okay. Alright, just checking. Just checking. That is a lot of cash laying there. 2 Fox. If a ship is in combat and loses their shields, could someone theoretically tractor beam off their weapons? No, because it's locked. And since I'm going back to the cockpit, I'll show you what I mean. Basically, the ports. You have to unlock the ports. Like, the ports on the ship are locked. The only reason these ships aren't locked is because it's a salvage mission and they're locked. What is it? Is it left off? Is it left off Alt K? No, it's right Alt K. You see how it says ships ports, like where it says online, it says ship ports unlocked? It has to be like that. So you have to manually do it. So then you can turn it off. So now they're locked. So nobody can tractor. Yeah, no problem at all. It's a good question. It's a very good question. All right. Now, we're not going to be able to fit all these on the grid, but we're definitely still going to put them in the ship. We'll just have to put them off grid. Oh, welcome to the fun, man. Welcome to Star Citizen. Absolutely. Glad to answer any questions, man. And if I don't know, you've got a whole bunch of people in chat that are probably more than happy to answer as well. It's a pretty good community. Okay, so all these guns are on the wings and stuff, so I guess it doesn't really matter where I park. Let's just park up next to it, I guess. Let's drop down, maybe a little higher. Maybe we'll angle a little bit. Ah, that should be good, right? We are good. Pray they stay in the ship. I haven't had any trouble with them falling out of the Asgard. I've had them fall out of other ships, but not the Asgard too much. Dude, I've stacked crap almost to the ceiling and it stayed in the ship that wasn't on the grid. Oh. Looky, looky. What do we have? More panthers. So, these are on the grid. What if I be dumb and just move these off of the grid? Let's just move these away. Stay. Sit. I don't think I'm gonna get the other ones out. I don't think I can get the other guns. I don't think I can get them out, right? Uh-oh. I can't put them sideways? Really? Come on. Yeah, there's only 4 on this one. I was gonna try it, but I figured I might grab the ship instead, and I didn't want to grab the ship. Yeah, it looks like I only see the 4 Panthers, so that might be all we're getting. Wait, can I put over here? Can I go over here? Nope. Okay, okay. So there's no... So I'm just checking. There's no turret or anything that I can get, right? Oh, that does only... Okay, that does only have size 4s because that is the... Yeah, that is the QT thing. Why did that not repair? So that was only the 4 size 4s. You're right, MB. So RX, why am I collecting? Just curious. Just for dismantling to make money, and also for I'm really looking for ballistics, but unfortunately I'm not finding a lot of ships with ballistics tonight. Like last night I was playing and I was finding like prowlers and harbingers and all kind of stuff like that, and they have ballistics on them, but this evening not so much. The ballistics I'm just keeping for the next patch for Wednesday 4.9. All the other stuff, like everything that's in the ship right now, is going to get dismantled for money. Okay. So this last ship should have the shredders on it, right? I think this last one does have shredders. Nope, that's a 350. I don't think that has shredders on it. While we're at it, since we've done so many missions, let's at least check our rep, right? So we're almost past the end. See, it's just barely creeping, right? I was like right at the beginning of the end when we started tonight. And I've done... How many missions? 9? Oof. That's going to be a really big grind. .9 come with wipe? No. No mention of any wipes this time, so no wipes. We were talking about wipes earlier. I really don't think it's gonna... I think it's gonna be a while before they wipe. I do. Just like, I don't think it went over well last time when they wiped, and I don't think, like, within the state of the game and stuff, I'm not sure people would be very happy if they did another wipe. I mean, normally I'm okay with wipes, but if they did another wipe right now, I would not be too happy about it. How do you dismantle the stuff? Imagine you will do it on screen. Yeah, I can show you guys when I go back. This will be the last run for this. So I'll take this back, and I don't mind showing you guys how to do like some dismantling. I probably already lost my fabricator, but I can go grab another fabricator at where we're at Arc L1, so that's not a big deal. Can you still get good components off of a Scorp? That's actually a good question. I normally ignore the Scorps. I normally go for different ships. So I can't personally answer that, as I haven't done it in a while. Oh, look, guys. More Panthers. Who would have thought? I think that's it for the grid, right? I think that's all that's going to fit on the grid. I don't think I'm going to get any more of this on the grid. Oh, I did. I can fit one more. How about that? I wonder if this will fit. Size 3 cannon. Should fit next to it, right? An M5A? Nope. We did not get that lucky, so let's just throw this up here. Okay. Hey, man, thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's... I just want to make sure there's not like a prowler like laying before I like jump all the way back. Let me just make sure there's not like a prowler or something around here. Oh my god. See? See, if I wouldn't have checked. If I wouldn't have checked. Let's go get that prowler while we're heading back. Because doesn't the... Unless I'm completely just going brain dead here, the prowler has the ballistics, right? Rooster, welcome in, man. What are we doing? We are just stripping weapons right now, just kind of getting ready for 4.9. We're going to keep some. We're going to dismantle some. Because we don't know what the meta is really going to be. Because I think they're probably going to make another change before 4.9 goes live. Is what I'm thinking. So I'm just kind of preparing. And whatever I don't use, I'll dismantle in 4.9. So not a big deal. Guys on Twitch and on YouTube, I have the Discord link. So you have that for anybody who wants. Anybody that's new that has questions or whatever, things like that. We have some pretty knowledgeable people in there. So it's a pretty chill, it's a very, very small, very chill group. I can tell you now that a lot of the people who are on there have like are in kind of like in a long hiatus break from Star Citizen right now, waiting on like 4.1, 4.9, just seeing how the game's going to go, because with all the desync, it makes it hard to play. So many people are taking breaks. Doc, you have questions? You do not. You're like a veteran. Thanks, Unby. I appreciate it, man. Unby's been there for a long, long time. Veteran of Tarkov. Doc, you need to go check. You need to go check out Gray Zone. Gray Zone is freaking awesome. No loading screens. Oh my god, it's awesome. It's cool. Ew, please. Please. Did Ducky tell you we were in Tarkov and a hacker got us? Ask Ducky the next time he's on and you talk to him. A hacker got us. Wrong servers. What do you mean wrong servers? A PvP server? Alright. Alright. Let's see what we got. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, look at those deadbolts, people. That's what I want. Alright, let's park this about right there. I think we should be okay there. Remember when COD Modern Warfare was good? Dude, I miss those games so much. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys this. For everybody that's on right now, how would y'all feel about it if I, like, streamed some of it for fun? So the Halo remake comes out on the, what, the 23rd? The 23rd or the 28th? I think early access comes out on the 23rd. If I was to... I'm definitely going to play it. I wasn't planning on streaming it, but I really want to play the new Halo game. So if any of you guys are going to play it or are going to want to play it and want to play it like together and don't mind being on stream, please hit me up and let me know because I definitely want to play it. Oh, crap. I knew I was going to do that. Let's try this again. Size 5 deadbolt cannons. Alright. Let's throw these things in there. Don't. Nah. Stay. Stay. Keyboard and mouse. I have my sticks. My sticks are beside me. I'm just not using them. Yeah, it's definitely a nice savings. Man, these suckers are expensive. Ah, don't you wiggle your way out. What else do we have on here? Don't we have something else? What do we got? Wait, hang on. What are those? What are these? Why is it not letting me get the guns? Ooh. Light strikes. That'll work. I will take... You'd watch the stream? Yeah, I just, like, I'm gonna play it anyways. Like, I'm gonna, like, for me, I'm playing it for me regardless. So, I mean, I was just wondering if anybody, like, why... Since I was gonna play it anyways, if anybody would want to watch it. I'm sure there's gonna be, like, a gazillion people streaming it, but still, like, for me. If I'm gonna be playing it, I might as well stream that. And the thing is... Okay, detach. Wait, where's the ship? You gonna lurk while you're making... Okay, hey, no problem, man. Size 2 deadbolts. Oh, these are lightning strikes. Yeah, size 3s. What are lightning strikes? Are lightning strikes... Are those distortions? Or are those just repeaters? I haven't touched a lightning strike in so long that I don't even remember. Can I actually open this? Oh. How about that? I can open it. Interesting. Man, you can really move this thing around with the Tractor beam. Cool. All right, let's head back. Let's head back to the hangar. Lightning strikes are laser cannons? Okay. I did not remember what lightning strikes were. I can't say that I've ever had lightning strikes on anything. I mean, I guess they've been so far out of the meta that... Those deadbolts are a beautiful thing, though. We're gonna save those. Alright, let's go... I'm gonna regret checking this, but I'm gonna check it I'm gonna check it anyways. I gotta finish that mission. Oh, I didn't kill the other ship. I didn't blow it up before I left. Oh, boo. That's okay. That's my bad. I know I'm gonna regret looking. No, I'm not. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's go arc L1. Hmm. Whee! Mission complete. Okay. Now let's see if it'll let me jump to arc L1 for whatever reason. Nope. Star Citizen is Star Citizening me today. So we are just going to make a quick jump to anywhere so that I can go to arc L1. Or we're not going to go there. Why is it cooling down? Like, why is my... I don't understand why it's... I didn't even jump anywhere. That's kind of weird that it had to, like, cool down. Okay. The question is do I have enough fuel to make it here? Yeah, I mean, I guess it did. It let me map to it. 8 p.m. there. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good talking to you. I'll have to get with you and Medic for some Battlefield later. Captain Commander, what weapons are you prepping? Oh, I'm prepping just any of the weapons off the salvage missions is what I'm doing. I've been looking for ballistics, so anything ballistic, shredders, deadbolts, stuff like that, just in case they change the meta for 4.9. I've got a feeling they're going to make another change before 4.9 goes live. So just getting some of the ballistic stuff, any type of laser cannons as well, just in case. And anything else, we're just getting to dismantle for money. And that's kind of the prepping that we're doing. Nothing gigantic or huge. We're just trying to get some stuff done. We have a full Asgard load right now of weapons in the back. The best part of the game, right, guys? Waiting in quantum travel. It's always a joy. I really would like. I wish quantum travel was sped up by like 25%, like just across the board. Let's speed up the quantum travel time and distance. And then you think about, well, think about if you were on the receiving end of that speed up. Say you're PvPing somebody and like you fought them off. Like you want it to take them some time to be able to get back to you, so but then again, I guess if people base off of like a carrier or something, none of that stuff really matters, so it's kind of like null and mute no matter which way you want to try to argue the point. So, like I think as the game as a whole, shortening the quantum travel would be a benefit to pretty much most of the players. I don't know. What do you guys think? Y'all think like how much percentage wise would you want quantum travel shortened, or are you fine with it? I mean, it's fine if you're fine with it. Everybody has a different opinion on it. I would like to see it like 25% maybe shorter. Really, probably shorter than that, like 50% personally, but I do think it needs to take some time for the immersion side of the game. It does. It does seem like there's a lot of nice mix of weapons coming. We'll see. Star Citizen has been really hard to stop metas and get things out of metas, so I'm sure there's going to be a meta for something. I just hope they make a couple of tweaks before 4.9 goes live. Like I like if they would do it like where they did before, like where ballistics were all meta or lasers were all meta, but like making one weapon meta, I don't know. Not my favorite meta. I think I like 4.7, it was kind of like all ballistics were good. Like some were a little bit better, but generally speaking, all ballistic. I liked it when it was like that. But then nobody uses laser repeaters, so it just makes them pointless in the game. We were just talking about that earlier. Like I still think there needs to be like, even though maybe it breaks some of the immersion of the game, like I think you need to have like a balance of, hey, laser repeaters take down shields and then they do a lot less damage to the hull, but I don't think maybe ballistics can't penetrate unless the shields are down. Like the shields maybe block like 90% of all ballistic damage or something like that. I'm just not sure we have a game yet where we should have it to the point where like size 3 weapons can't damage like a certain level of ship or something like that, or a certain armor of ship. I just don't feel like the game is quite balanced enough for all that stuff, because multi-crew's not really a thing and stuff like that. So, you know, a single person being impenetrable in like a big ship, just, I don't know. I don't do a lot of that gameplay, so I guess it's a little bit harder for me to say. Here, let's see if I can not knock my wing off this time, maybe? Did I put my gear down? I did. I love that I turned my engines off, but my engines are still on. It's just great. It's just great. As you can see, we've got plenty of weapons in here. So let's get the big boys off and onto the platform first. the Rhino repeaters, man, they look so gigantic. Even the size 4 ones, man, just look really big. Yeah. That's very true. And that's how it is in real world, right? That's how they're trying to make it more realistic, I guess. But then they take but they make all that super realistic, right? They make all that kind of stuff super realistic, and then they turn around and throw 80 arcades hit markers and sounds to it, which doesn't make any sense. It's like we're like hardcore simming some parts of it and not other parts of it. What ship is that? Looks really neat. It's the Asgard. This is the Anvil Asgard. It's a very, very useful ship. I have no idea why the engines are on and at full burn because I have turned them off. And I checked to make sure I turned them off. It's just one of those bugs that... Okay. Let's start stacking some repeaters. Let's get some of these on there. We should be able to put... Why did that not stick? There we go. Lots of weapons. Lots of weapons. I believe the material that sells for so much is the agresium. It's the future. You should be able to have your ship make any sound you want. I wish it was like that. I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of you guys have heard the new sounds and stuff like that of the hit markers and stuff like that. I really hope if they keep it, I'm fine if they want to keep it, but I hope they give us the option to turn them off. Like, I don't mind 80s arcade sounds, but like it just doesn't seem like it fits for me. But maybe it's something I'll get used to. I don't know. I guess that's one thing where it's like time will tell. That is a lot of guns. A different sound for per manufacturer. That would be pretty cool. That would be that would be realistic for them because a different manufacturer you would think would have different sounds, but I feel like that's a lot of work for the audio team as well, right? I mean, remember they put that lamp thing in the game too and haven't even finished getting it to all the ships left. What do they call it? Oh, tech debt. Tech debt. They're so far behind on tech debt that getting caught up is just not very realistic. Yes, I could do this a lot faster, guys, but I was just a little OCD. I thought I'd make them a little pretty. A little pretty. You talk tech debt every day in the real world? It's a thing. Look at our beautiful weapons, guys. That wasn't too bad. That was a fun run. That was a fun one. I think so. So let's send these down. So one thing I'll do, I know there was a couple people asking, so before we go, we're gonna do. First off, I need to see if I have a fabricator. I'm gonna guess I probably foobarred it and left it on my hanger on accident. So let's see if I have one. Oh, look, I do have one. So for whoever was asking earlier about like dismantling and stuff, like what you get from them, I have no problem showing you guys. So like dismantling these guns, you can dismantle like 4 of them at a time, I believe. So to dismantle, this is what you do. You just kind of go in here and you go to this little dismantle symbol. And then you just have to, you pick your guns. So anything that you can dismantle ends up here. And you can just click the different filters if you want. But in my case, we have a whole bunch of these guns right here. So here's those Panthers. So I can, dismantling one of them gives me this Agresium, which is the 580,000. So every 1 million quantity is 1 SCU. So 2 guns gives me 1 SCU of Agresium, and then you can just go see what Agresium sells for, right? And then the same thing with pressurized ice. You need like, you know, four guns or whatever to make it. And then you, of course, you have Hadnite, which sells for a lot. And this actually adds up quite good when you're dismantling weapons, the Hadnite, for selling the Hadnite. So pretty good there. What is it? 1,000, right? 1,000 Hadnite. I think it's 1,000 Hadnite equals the 1 SCU. And so you can do pretty good dismantling. You can make quite a bit. Remember, when you're salvaging, like adding all this stuff together. So if you're salvaging and dismantling components and dismantling weapons, all that stuff sells. So when you add everything together that you can do, so if like you're in a moth particularly, you can scrape it, even though I don't recommend scraping in the moth because it's super slow, but it's still money. You scrape, you strip everything off of it, you strip the components out of it, and then you crunch and munch it, and you can make pretty good money if you're doing the game loop all at one time. My personal opinion is if you munch, if you just munch and bounce from ship to ship and munch, that's pretty much in the time that I've been doing it for the past 3 or 4 patches, it's made me so much more money than doing anything else. Now, adding the weapons to it is probably getting close now to going ahead and pulling the weapons off and then munching it. The problem is space, right? Like space on the moth. And that becomes a problem. So trying to stick weapons on or stick weapons in the back cargo plate, it's always about logistics with the salvaging stuff. The best way to salvage is to take like and I've done a couple of streams with it. You take a fortune, put a fortune inside like an ironclad, and then you just take everything and you just stick to like the smaller ships for like, you know, whatever the moth can do, just stick to those. Or if you have a buddy, that is a big winner right there. If you have one extra person, the 2 of you together can just really bank with salvage stuff. And I actually enjoy salvage. You have to, I mean, I think you have to enjoy salvage, right, to be able to really do it. So anyways, I'll just show you, like there's 2 right there. You just click dismantle, and when you do it, it doesn't automatically go to the tab. So if you click the dismantle tab, it'll tell you how long it takes, and it takes like 10 seconds. And then you can put it wherever you want it to go. So like if you want it to go to a ship, like technically you could select a ship. I wish it would give you one extra step so you could select the location. Like, I wish you could come back here, go to dismantle. Oh, you can do it down here. My bad. It does let you do it. So you can do machine grid or local inventory. I wish it would give you the option to put it on a ship. Like, if you could move it to a ship right now because of the way the inventory works, oh my god, the amount of time that you could save. So I wish this would let you put it on a ship. I've never seen a ship. But then you get the material. And in our case, we did agricium. Always make sure you send this down, guys. It's super important to make sure you send it down. If you don't, you will lose that if you leave your hangar. So we will come back over here, and if you type in, let's see, agricium. We have our agricium. Sometime, like, I don't know if it's still doing it. Like, this is another 50-50 thing for me. So if I move this to the elevator and I call it up, sometimes when you send it back down, it will put it, it'll like combine it into another container. In this case, it's not. It's just 3 1SCU containers because I don't have an SCU container of it. Let's see if I send it back down and if it will do anything. It's worth testing at least. Okay, so if I search for this, oops. If I search for this one more time, nope, it's still going to leave it in the 1SCU containers. But still, you can see by just how much this kind of tells you how much the box is filled up. You can see I have 1 SCU there. So maybe kind of like 1.25 SCU of it off of just 2 of those weapons. And how many of those guns did I pull off? I mean, a ton of them. And remember, those are size 3s. Those are size 3 weapons. So if you were to pull up a different size gun, I guess I should have showed that before I go. So if I pull this back up real fast, the higher the level of the gun, the more that you get. So that's a party foul on my fault. That's a party foul on my bad. You have to move it to the elevator, not just click it, Silver. There we go. Let's try this one more time. Okay. So if we come in here, so that was a size, so in dismantle, that was a size 3. So you can see that you get 580 on a size 3. But if you move to a larger, like, this is even more of them. These are all size 3s, I think. So this is a size 5. And in a size 5 weapon, you get 100, you get 1.8 million, 1.8 million, which is 1.8 SCU. So almost 2 SCU off a size 5. And in a size 4, you get a little bit less. Like, I think that's a size 4 Rhino. So a size 4 Rhino, you get 1 million. So that's 1 SCU. So you get like basically a little over half to a little over 1 to almost 2 on a size 5. So like if you do a bunch of the weapons together, you really get a ton of this agricium to sell, and it sells for pretty good. So you can, like I said, you can make a bunch, and that's not including on this size 4 you're getting 21 hadanite, right? So you're getting 21 hadanite, and then on a size 5 you're getting 37 hadanite. So that you're getting a ton of hadanite along with that. So not too, I mean, really not too bad. But guys, I think that is a good point to call it for the stream. I streamed for a little over 2.5 hours, which is pretty good on a work night. Unfortunately, I would love to sit here and stream literally all night long. I would stream to like 1 a.m. if I could, but fortunately, I've got real world job that I don't want to go to, like many of you guys, but I've got to do it. Got to be an adult, unfortunately. So thank you guys. Thanks for everybody who followed on Twitch. Thanks for everybody who followed on uh, YouTube or subscribed on YouTube. Much appreciated. Thanks for everybody on Rumble. Thank you guys. It's been an incredible like last month for everything. So thank you. Let's throw a raid to somebody at least on Twitch. I know there's not a lot of people on Twitch right now, but can we throw something out there? Is there anybody rolling? Let's see what we got. Let's throw it to Sid. Let's go to Sid. Sid, yes.